Hello, everyone. I'm Ashley Miller. I'm here at the Education 2.0 conference. I have the pleasure of being with the honoree, Tim. Can you please tell us the information about your business and the services you
Sure.
provide?
First of all, my name is Tim Dura. I am the Chief Operating Officer for the Polk Institute Foundation. The Polk Institute Foundation basically takes members of on the fringes of society that didn't really have the opportunity to get a good education, able to start a business, all those different kind of things. We take those candidates, we bring them in, we evaluate them mostly for character and whether they're hungry, humble, and smart. And we work with them. We have a four-phase program that the Polk Institute has. It's the first year, basically, is basically a bachelor's equivalent in entrepreneurship. And then they go into what we call our accelerator program. Our accelerator program is 6 to 9 months. And the people that come out of phase one and go into phase two are teamed up with a mentor. And so they basically live with this mentor for 6 to 9 months. There is a monthly seminar that we bring in guest speakers for to kind of amplify what they learned in phase one. It's a lot more nuts and bolts kinds of things, answering questions that they had about certain areas of maybe their business plan or their pitch decks or whatever, because now in phase two, they are preparing a 10-minute, 10 to 12 slide pitch deck, business plan, executive summary to go in front of a board. Okay, and this is like getting your master's, where you go before a board and you do an oral for your thesis. They do that. They present the pitch. They hand over their business plan and their executive summaries. And then at that point, the board will either say, okay, you're good to go. Okay, you're good to go, but we want you to tweak this, this, and this before we send you on to phase three. And the reason why that's important is because phase three is the access to capital phase. This is where they go out and get in front of people that we have set them up with. It could be a bank, it could be a venture capitalist, it could be a angel investor, it could be basically anyone, someone that's got an endowment that they're giving away, money that's associated with their endowment, and these people meet the requirements to go ahead and try to get money from them. And so we try to get them ready for that. So they get out and they have their access to capital around. And then once we get them funded, then they work on their business and we bring them in what we call our alumni program. And the alumni program is basically a monthly meeting where they come in because they're all CEOs now or they're all business owners now. And as anybody really knows, it's kind of lonely at the top. They got nobody to talk to. They always got to maintain a positive attitude. They can't confide their fears and frustrations and those things with their staff because, then that's a depressant. And then the staff gets depressed and it kind of rolls downhill. So we give them the opportunity then to vent to the other CEOs because they all have the same concerns, they all have the same problems, and they help each other cope with what's going on, give each other suggestions on what to do, those kinds of things.
So, with providing that environment for suggestions amongst the mentees that you have within the program and the CEOs, for other individuals that are watching this and are inspired by the work that you've done within the Polk Institute, what are some words? What is some advice? What would you tell them? What do you want to tell them actually?
It's free. Very important. It's free. They're not being charged a dime to be a part of this. Okay. Secondly, I go back to the humble, hungry, and smart. Okay, they have to be what we call coachable. That is a very key word. They have to be able to sit and listen to someone and take what they get from that person, because every facilitator that we have, every subject matter expert that we have, every mentor that we have is either a business owner, a CEO, or another chief type officer, chief of operations, chief finance officer. That's what they do. So they're out there doing it every day, and they're taking that knowledge and imparting it to these people. If these people think they know more than the vice president of charitable contributions for Chase Bank, then we don't want them because they're not coachable. They're not listening. Another thing that we talk about is it's okay to fail. All right. We don't use the term fail. What we use is we call it pivoting. So say you've got an idea and you want to bring it to fruition. You want to make a business with it. Well, what's going to happen is that the subject matter experts, facilitators, and the mentors are going to help you tweak this until it gets to the point where you're kind of asking yourself, is this really going to work or not? And then at that point, once the candidate recognizes that, that's when the mentor does his job, steps in, and say, okay, let's pivot. And let's go off in this direction instead and see how we do. See if you like that better. Here's some recommendations I can give you. And so it's never a straight line to where you want to go. You always have to be ready to pivot and change, adapt, and then conquer. That's what it's all about.
Change, adapt, conquer. Well, congratulations again on the recognition. And regarding the Polk Institute, how can the audience connect with you online, or even if you have platforms that you could provide to them at this moment?
Certainly. We have a website. It's Polk Institute, Polkinstitute.org. Okay, and that will take you to our website. There you can sign up to become a member of our next cohort and get into the training. You can view what we do. We've got all kinds of little video clips and things about what Polk does, and we have a lot of our candidates do 2-3 minute clips on how Polk has helped them, so they can see what the cohort members, how they appreciate basically what's happening with them at Polk. And then if they want to, they can. There's also an email. It's info or info at Polk, POLK -ISE.com. And I will entertain anybody personally, and mine is TDURA at Polk, POLK -ISE.com. You can contact me anytime, and I will be more than glad to answer questions.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Tim. And once again, congratulations.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.